Hello and welcome to Music at the Piano. Today we're looking at pages 102 to 103 in Mayron Cole's Older Beginner Level 2 textbook. And this piece has a longer form than some of the earlier pieces we've worked on. It's got a big two-part form and each part has got 8 bars. The first 4 bars is like A. It is A, it isn't like A, it's A. And then the second 4 bars starts off the same as A but ends differently, so it's A prime. The next 4 bars is completely different, so it's B. And the last 4 bars is very similar to B but slightly different, so it's B prime. You're also looking at the da capo al fine sign. D period C period stands for da capo, which means the head until the end. So you go back to the beginning and play till you see the fine sign, which means the end. So you're going to play all the way to here and then there to there. That's how it will work. In addition to all of that, the left hand has the melody and the right hand has the accompaniment. So for balance, your left hand will play a little bit louder than your right hand because the left hand is the melody. This will get you ready to be a very good accompanist at the piano, because when you're accompanying people at the piano, most of the time your right hand should play softer because your right hand would be in about the same range as the soloist. So you'd want your right hand to play softer and your left hand to play louder, because the left hand would have the supportive music, harmonies and things that'll support the melody. So the general sequence of importance is the soloist, your left hand, and then the least important thing most of the time is your right hand, except for those moments where the soloist is not singing and maybe your right hand has the melody. Then you have to flip the switch. It's very exciting. So we're going to look at the easiest part first, which is the right hand melody. You're in D minor. You never have to play a B, so we don't have to deal with the key of F major's B flats. But you're going to have the C sharp, which means that you're using the D harmonic minor scale. I thought I had enough coffee this morning, but apparently not so much. So the right hand is going to play a D chord, D minor chord. You're looking at D, F, A. Firm fingertips, a nice rounded hand shape based off of this knuckle joint. Lift your wrist and drop. And that should all come out. If they don't, practice this, and then practice this, and then practice this, and then it should work. So you do that for a while, and then you have rest. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, but the fingerings are 1, 2, 3. Slight lift of the wrist to drop into that chord again. Then you're going to play part of the dominant chord, or the 5 chord, which is built on A, C sharp, and E, and you're playing A and C sharp, but the C sharp is down here, so you're going to cross finger 2 over, lift your wrist, and drop to C sharp and A, and then bring your thumb back to there. So I would pause the video and try that a few times until you get it comfortably in your hand. Then here in the B section, you'll cross over again, but you'll actually change your hand shape slightly. So you're going to go 2 and 4 on C sharp and E, going up a step to D and F. And you can do that keeping your fingers on the keys. You can still lift your wrist to help you get into the chord without taking your fingers out of the keys. And you have a single note. So there'll be a little bit of a this, and then rest, 2, 3, 4, C sharp, E. And then you have to move your hand back to DFA because you're going to go back to this section. So I would practice this part with your right hand until it's comfortable. Then I'd practice this part with your right hand until it's comfortable. And then I'd practice the right hand doing all of that. And then I would play the right hand and tap the left hand rhythm so that you get the hands together without having to worry about the left hand notes. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. The right right hand ties. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Back to the beginning. Now, if you're a teacher, different things you can do to make this easier for your student is you could, before you even had them do that much, you could play the right hand and have them clap the left hand while you tap the left hand to help them out. Then you could have them play the right hand while you tap the left hand. And you could have them play the right hand while you played the left hand. And after you've taught them how to play the left hand, you could have them play the left hand while you play the right hand. And then you could just have them play the downbeats hands together. But first, let's learn the left hand. So here's your bass F, right? And it's going to start in a third below F, which is D. And you're going to go D, up a second, down a second, down a second, down a fourth, but you don't have enough fingers to skip 2 fingers, so it's going to be from finger 3 to finger 5, which means there's going to be a stretch, and I would write the fingering in there. And back, stretching back up to D. And then here, so this is similar. Then here you're going to go D, up a second, down a second, down a second, up a fifth. And again, you won't skip enough fingers, as many fingers as we have in the past. You're going to stretch your thumb up to A. Take your hand with you. Don't try to go like, oh my gosh, I can't reach it. Just use your God-given talent to move your wrist in a lateral manner and shift over so your thumb is there. And then take the rest of your hand with you, because you're going to do seconds here. Down a second, down a second, down a second, down a second, up a fifth. Yeah. So there's a lot of technique going on here. Let me just talk about the technique. Here you're going to go arm behind 3, arm behind 2, arm behind 1, arm behind 2, and then a big shift, arm behind 5, so that you can comfortably repeat that note with a sort of a sideways motion. Arm behind 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. And now the arm is going to go behind thumb, and then your hand's going to close. The rest of it's not so bad. That's A, down a second, up a second, down a second. Here you're going to have F, E, F, E, F, E, and it's easier, rather than to try to do it with your hand completely still, please do not do the putting the quarter on the hand to keep the hand still. We do not do that anymore. We've recognized the fact that that can lead to muscle injuries down the road. So don't try to be like this, but be like this. And if your student can't do that, have them pretend, or if you can't do that, you pretend that you've got some super glue and you can't get your fingers off the keys. So in order to play it with your fingers touching the key surface the whole time, you will have to do the correct technique. I love it. Then up a fourth, down a second, down, up a second, down a second, down a second, up a second. And then that pretty much repeats. So that's your left hand in a nutshell. I will play the left hand all the way through. You might want to practice it a few times if you want to get up to the speed that I'm going to take. 1, 2, 3, 4. just 2, 3 finger 2 because of this. Now, one of the tricks for putting your hands together would just be to play the downbeat of each measure, hands with whatever is going on there. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. It's a little boring here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. It might be boring all the way. Makes you see how very simple it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm not going to do that again in the interest of time. So after you've done that, I would recommend doing these 4 bars hands together, then these 4 bars hands, 8 bars hands together, then from A prime to the end hands together, and A to the end hands together. And if you're going to then play the whole thing, but you might find it useful to practice the B section twice and then play the whole thing hands together, because if you play it all the way through, you're going to practice this part twice as much as this part. So you might want to practice this part 1 time and then practice the whole thing, or practice it in sections and then put it hands together. Like practice that for 3 times and that for 3 times, then put it hands together. But here we go. This is how I'm going to try to play it really well with dynamics and retardando. 1, 2, here I go. If you find it difficult to play with dynamics, or you have a student whose difficulty is playing with good dynamics, have them play it once with no dynamics, and then have them play it with exaggerated dynamics or just good dynamics, and then ask the question, which one tells a better story? Have fun.